This is how I quit vaping. Around 2 years ago, I was a very vape addicted guy. Even when I was doing my fitness things, I was still vaping. While I was doing the push-up challenge, I was still vaping. Basically, vaping was like something I would do on a daily basis. It wasn't good financially or like for my health either. So I've made this video to basically help you stop vaping and like help you save money and like look after your health as well. So let's get into how I quit vaping. So the first thing you have to do is be honest with yourself. Do you actually want to stop vaping, or do you just want to stop vaping now? Can you actually see yourself living a life without doing this every second? Because there was a time where I wanted to quit vaping, or I thought I did, but I still did it. I just had to basically come to a point where I was like, okay, I actually want to stop now. I'm gonna go through whatever needs to be done. So like what happens in your body and everything like that. So I actually had to sit myself down and be like, I don't want to live like this anymore. So yeah, I had an honest chat with myself. I did it in a way where I weighed out the pros, the cons, and kind of if I continued vaping, this would be the result. If I stopped, this would be the result. So I went with obviously stopping vaping, which was the best thing for me because now I feel good, less anxiety, this, that. So yeah. The second thing that I did, which was low key like a hack, I kind of like, it's like a life hack. Obviously, like back in the day, there wasn't this, so now it's like a massive help to literally anyone, and everyone has access to this. So, can you guess what it is? It's basically AI. AI helped me like stop vaping, and that's because when I was like going like 2 days, 3, 4, 5 days without vaping, like I would feel like really like not good. Basically, I would feel like things in my stomach, like doing this. I just wouldn't feel good basically, and like I'd have weird thoughts and stuff like that. So I use ChatGPT like almost every day. So I used to be like ultra obsessed with it. So I'd be like, okay, it's day 3 of not vaping. What should I be experiencing now? Not what should I be experiencing now, but like what are the things that I'm likely going through. And it would basically list everything that like usually happens, like withdrawal symptoms and stuff. And I was like, okay, whatever. Just deal with it on that day. So like the next time I'd come around and I really wanted to vape, I would literally go into ChatGPT and be like, okay, it's 3 weeks in, for example. I feel like this, and obviously I want to vape. And then it would kind of like be on your side, be like, okay, you got this, blah blah blah. This is what you're experiencing now. So it was like a good it was like someone always in your corner, because obviously you're breaking an addiction. You're breaking like a behavioural cycle, I guess, because obviously it is withdrawing. You're withdrawing from your body, so you need to find something else to do. Which brings me on to my next point, which is number 3. Number 3 is find something else to do instead of vaping. So for me, like I've always been good with my diet, so like what I actually put in my body, minus the vaping, of course, minus the vaping. But I've always been good of like what I eat, so like eat healthily, eat clean and stuff like that. So obviously the easiest way to kind of get rid of a habit is to replace it with another habit, hopefully a positive one, like one that's not detrimental to your health, mental health, and stuff like that as well. So because I knew that I've been good at like eating, so I can kind of like control that, like just like that basically. So I was like, okay, if I replace vaping with like I don't recommend this, but it worked for me. Okay, so yeah, I was like, okay, if I replace vaping with overeating, then obviously once I get rid of the vape addiction, I can readjust my diet to go back to what it usually is, which is eating healthily, the correct portions, and just basically how you're supposed to eat, in my opinion, of course. So basically that's what I did. So every time I kind of wanted to vape, and I've done the ChatGPT thing, and I still wanna like vape. I would like eat something, so, or I would also chew gum as well. That'd be very good. So I would like eat something, crisps, basically like a pleasure food, crisps, chocolate, even chicken, because I love chicken. Just stuff like that. I'll just eat something which would then suppress the need to vape, and like that got me through some of the toughest times where I really wanted to vape. Like things were going on, like basically a lot of things were going on. Like I was doing a lot of the fitness challenges at that time, and obviously me putting myself out there, that's like another thing that I had to deal with. And I was like trying to stop vaping at the same time, so it was like, do you get me? So yeah, that's what I did. I kind of replaced one habit with another. There is a lot more that I want to go through, but the last thing that kind of helped me come to terms of like what I was doing and like how it would affect me in the short term. Obviously now it's been, I'd say, around 2 years, and I can like confidently say I'm not addicted to vaping, or I don't vape. I can like confidently say that now. The last thing that helped me was I basically accepted reality. I told myself, okay, you're in the gulag. If you know what the gulag is, then I see you. But basically, it's basically you're in like the war zone, basically, of what's going on in your body because you're withdrawing from the vaping, and in your mind. So you're basically in the gulag. So I just come to terms with that, and then once I started recovering, I can kind of maybe I'm not in the gulag anymore. I'm kind of becoming more like in control of my behaviours, and everything was becoming a lot more smoother in terms of like how I present myself to the world, and I'm not very like anxious anymore, or I'm not as scattered anymore because I quit vaping. So yeah. Yeah, that's it basically. So those are my ways I quit vaping, and hopefully you can too. Obviously this is like my first proper video back, so there's going to be a lot of like things I'm going to look back at this video, but I'm going to post it regardless. There's going to be a lot of things in this video that I know I'm like, okay, maybe I should have delivered this point clearer, or maybe I could have said this in a different way, or this and that, but this is like my first video back, so yeah, I'm not really putting too much pressure on it. I'm just gonna let it fly. But yeah, basically I hope that helps. Any questions, I'll answer the best I can. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.